that I know the word she's looking for, but it's more fun to hear her rattle off increasingly ridiculous, sometimes made up words instead. Wholesome Reddit is always a nice surprise. What I *ACTUALLY* paid for my woodworking tools. As a guitarist, my biggest fear is that after I die, my wife will sell my guitars for what I told her I paid for them. Edit. I feel like I should probably state for the record that this is a long-standing joke in the musician community. My wife actually bought me 2 of my guitars. She knows how much they are worth. Lol. My nieces don't like the aquarium. I just constantly took them there because I thought my girlfriend, who works there, was pretty and thought if she saw me constantly taking them it'd lead to us talking. Good call. Probably shouldn't tell your wife about your aquarium girlfriend. My best friend is a badger, and I feed him sweet corn every morning at 5:20 AM. This you need to tell your partner in order to avoid a Shakespearean level tragedy. I called pest control honey, took care of it. That the thing that made me realize that I was in love with her is when I was taking a shower and got done. I walked into the room and she must not have heard me get out. She was laying on her side on the bed with her eyes closed and she was picking her nose. I didn't want to embarrass her, so I stepped back out and from a distance asked where I set my clean clothes as I was walking back in to make it seem like I was just coming in. She was visibly startled and quickly stopped, but continued to lay there with her eyes closed. I pretended that I saw nothing, but I couldn't help but smile. It was such an innocent and human moment. I have no idea why, but it made me realize right then and there that I loved everything about her. As silly as that moment was, there was a beauty in it, and I cherish that memory. This is so fucking cute. I'm terrified that my partner will die because I know I'm not really a functional adult outside of my work. I'm good for playing with the kids, bringing in a decent income and making food, but the idea of single parenting and taking care of everything fills me with existential dread I have a hard time describing. Is it the thought of losing your partner and the resulting grief or the thought of having to function and do mundane tasks day after day that scares you? I probably didn't word this the best way possible, but I think you'll understand what I mean. I'm really tired of everything. Same dude, but I encourage you to talk to them about it. We don't need to feel these things alone. That she is far more similar to her mother and sisters than she would want to believe. Classic. I once suggested that my girlfriend's mental health issues were similar to her mother's. I was told to never suggest that again. I can't remember the last time I was genuinely happy more than just an in the moment feeling due to something happening. My default emotion is just depressed/tired. You shouldn't have to keep that kind of thing hidden. There obviously is a point of oversharing/burdening, but your partner should know about your general feelings so they can better support you. I feel the same way and I only managed to start seeking real help cause my partner knew and helped me to remember and set up appointments etc. Who wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli? I mean, nobody wants to admit they ate 9 cans of ravioli, but I did. I'm ashamed of myself. The first can doesn't count, then you get to the second and third. Fourth and fifth I think I burnt with the blowtorch, and then I just kept eating. Know me but my friend. So his wife was really sick, but was also extremely stubborn and religious. She believed that God will heal her, so he came to me and asked for a few of my sleeping pills. They're really strong and get you into a deep sleep quickly. So puts the pills in her drink. Like clockwork in 30 minutes she's out cold. He then asks me to help him get her to hospital. Next morning she wakes up in the hospital. Good thing too, course on top of that sickness she had stage 1 cancer. She survived and it's all good now. But he made me swear I don't tell her what we did. What did you guys tell her when she woke up about why she's in the hospital? I dropped the diaper ice cream container on our daughter's head when she was like 8 days old. She let out this scream that still haunts me. When he came in the room to see what happened I lied and said I just dropped the lid on her. How big was this container? Toothpaste tube size, quart, gallon? IS***** my pants 2 days ago. The one time when she and I first got together and she spent the night, I made it very clear I wanted her to leave in the morning. She was uncomfortable and brought it up later because of my behavior. I'll never tell her it's because since I only had one bathroom at the apartment and she was on the toilet that morning forever, it probably wasn't that long, just had time, and my asterisk runs on its own schedule. I had to asterisk in a small trash can on the back patio area I had a high fence so no one could see, but there was a mess I needed to clean, both outside and on myself. But of course when she's out of the bathroom she has no idea and is asking about breakfast or whatever while I'm covered in poo. After she left I tossed my clothes in the trash can in the dumpster and took a long shower. And she also doesn't know that's the reason I've insisted any apartment we live in has 2 bathrooms. We've lived in 4 apartments together and everyone has had 2 bathrooms. Because I'm not doing that again. Sometimes when we play Mario Kart, I pretend to fail at the end, so she can win. I love my wife, but I would never sandbag Mario Kart. If she wants to win she has to earn it. I love her food, but I always feel bad when she's cooking for me. What if she loves cooking for you? Like, genuinely enjoys it? If not for my partner and my family, I would have killed myself a long time ago. They are literally what I live for, and I can't tell them that, because they would worry about me so much. Edit. I'm not actively suicidal, and I will not harm myself in the foreseeable future. I'm right there with you. If something ever happened to them, I fear I would turn the lights off within an hour. I have been molested 4 times by 4 different old guys, and I'm male. I'm so sorry, that sounds very upsetting. I hope you've been able to heal from your experiences, or are on that path. 15 years ago I had a new medication that did not mix well with alcohol. I had a party with friends. We decided to go out in town. Next thing I remember I woke up in a cell at the police station stripped down to my undies. It turned out I took a taxi. Instead of going home I went to my mother's street. Apparently I was lucid enough to remember her street, but not her house, and ended up in her neighbor's backyard doing enough noise to wake him up. In the end I got a $400 fine and a tremendous amount of shame. Clonazepam, perhaps. I've been on methadone for a very long time. If I take any benzos with it only very bad things happen. Sounds like a classic benzo blackout to me. My parents think he's gay. Son, I think your partner is weird. He's probably gay. When he was away for work for 4 months, and I was working full time and single parenting, and depressed AF, one morning I hurried our kid, 3, out to the car before daycare with my hands full of stuff. I put everything in the car, put it in gear, and looked over my shoulder to back up. I backed up 2 feet and hit the brakes. I didn't put our kid in the car. I was looking at an empty car seat. My toddler was standing beside his door on the passenger side waiting for me, and now he was crying cause he thought I was ditching him. If I hadn't looked over my shoulder, I could have run over our kid. Blame sleep deprivation and all the other going on, but mom guilt still eats me alive when I think about those 2 feet. And my husband will never know, because I don't ever want him to think I'm a bad mom, or know exactly how bad it was for me while he was away. TLDR, almost ran over my own kid. You're not a bad mom like that just happens. You would be a bad mom if you didn't feel bad about it. The wholesome answer? That our youngest son's first word wasn't mama. She was having a busy time at work and already felt guilty about not being home as much. Naturally he spent most time with me, so his first word was papa. I kept my mouth shut and waited until he said mama and celebrated that as his first word. My wife used to work in childcare, and that was rule #1 with newborns. They are mute until the mom says they said their first word. Then they are chatterboxes. Edit for parents. Please ignore this and return to the ignorance that you were always there for your child's firsts. Edit for caretakers. Shit, sorry for making your job harder now. Didn't expect this to blow up. Using my alt because she follows my main account. My girlfriend of 5 years has been deaf since she was 6. She reads lips pretty well, but prefers sign language. I didn't know a single sign when I met her, but I could tell right away there was something between us, so I started learning after I got home from our first date. Fast forward a few years, I'm now fluent in ASL, and we use it to talk almost exclusively. When she's not looking though, I talk to her, even though she can't hear me or see my lips to read. I tell her how much I love her, how I'm going to marry her someday, how beautiful she is, etc. I've even been practicing proposing, so it's not so terrifying when I actually do it. She has no idea, and I plan to keep it that way. Now I got the entire thread looking for a woman that has regained her hearing after being deaf since 6 and doesn't want to tell anyone. I make fuck you money, and every day I feel like a fraud. I google half the yes asterisk 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 I do, and in large part one wing my job. Everyone thinks I'm so confident and know what I'm doing. I'm drowning and feeling like any moment they'll find out I'm faking my way to success. I've been doing my job for 5 years and I've done a good job. Can't shake the feeling that I'm a fraud. Dude, IDK, how to tell you you're just good at your job. You're able to think on your feet and adapt. Great skills, which are probably a huge reason others think you're so good / confident at your job. Everyone googles s asterisk 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 for their job. This isn't like high school where you need to have every skill memorized for the test at the end of the week. Also, I'm sure you've already heard of it, but if you haven't, look into imposter syndrome. A therapist can help you a ton with these feelings of secretly being a fraud. I faked the first 6 orgasms with her. I just wasn't going to come due to anxiety, but I knew she'd be so self-conscious to the point of dumping me if I didn't. So I pulled out and came in a towel or sock. Eventually I got there with her after the nerves calmed, but I'm taking that secret to the fucking Gradle Mayo. Edit. One time I even prepped a towel by squirting some lotion in it and showed her how much she made me cum, because I'm a liar and a freak. Babe, why does your cum smell like cocoa butter? My husband complains about being in pain so much that I feel like there's no room for me to be in pain. And sometimes I really resent that. I have a chronic health condition that I have no choice but to manage well, because he wouldn't know what to do if he had to care for me like I have to care for him. Sucks, but it is what it is. My GF kinda does this to me. She's someone that frequently has problems, be they physical or mental. I'm usually the one getting things done and holding her together. The flip side is on the rare occasion in which I need help, I feel like she resents me for it. A couple months ago I had a bad flu, fever, puking, diarrhea, the whole deal. As I'm languishing on the couch, she says something along the lines of, I like when guys are sick, the world just has to stop turning for them. I'm like, I literally haven't asked you for anything, I just wanna rest while I'm sick. The fuck?